Have you ever Shreked? Everyone and their entire bloodline have been Shreking at some point. They might Shrek 1 or Shrek 2, but nobody Shreks 3, that's just cringe. Back in 2001, the world was fucked up. The economy was bad, the people were starving, there was no good video games, but in the distance, we saw a green light and a grace of hope. Shrek won the video game. This game was one of the launch titles for the Xbox original, next to Halo and Tony Hawk. There was this big hype about how good this game looks. In fact, Todd McFarlane, the man who did the visuals for this game, was so proud that there is even a text on the cover saying he did all the new levels and the new characters for this game. And this is how the game looks like. To be honest, this is not that bad. I've seen worse looking games even this year. The gameplay is like a combination of Metal Gear Revengeance and Golem. Shrek moves like he drinks 20 cans of Red Bull every night before going to sleep, but it feels like none of his moves were actually polished. Eventually, Microsoft realized maybe having Shrek 1 as an exclusive title isn't that useful, so they ported this game to GameCube with a few changes. I was about to put this game at F tier or something, but then I found out about his burp move. C tier. This is a deep game about morality, about a man betraying his own friends and family. You, as Shrek, have to fight your way for your friends and even yourself. And this guy who was in the first movie for about 5 minutes. And you do all of this to kill Markiplier.
Was that the bite of 80?
That joke is so outdated, I'm just gonna put this on fucking F tier. Don't play this game. We are moving on. This is one of those weird games you played as a 5-year-old on your uncle's computer who probably pirated it. The thing about this game is you smash bugs with Shrek hands. B tier for bugs. Sometimes I search for those old games I used to play. Even though some of them are pure garbage, people have fond memories of these games. But when it comes to Shrek Speedway, nobody wants to play this game. I hate this game, my dad hates this game, my entire bloodline hates this game, and the people who like this game never existed at all, so F- tier. I have a lot of weird dreams, like any other human being. Last night I thought I was watching Shrek 5 and that was a blast. Then I woke up to this depressing world with no Shrek 5. But anyway, until last week, I thought Shrek Treasure Hunt was one of my weird dreams. There is a fucking mosquito for loading a screen. What's the gameplay like? Well, you can fish. Or you could play these platforming levels that are set in Minecraft hell. I feel like the music is a bit upbeat for this level. You can also play as that rat Remy from that Pixar movie. What was it called? Stuart the Little? It also comes with amazing soundtracks. S tier, easily. This game fucking sucks. It's like Mario Party by the people who made More the Chicken. But what's really interesting is that IGN gave this game a free. How dare you, IGN, to give this game below a 9 that carries the name Shrek? It's like you guys never had a bad opinion before. No, wait, it gets worse. They gave Golem a 4. And that game is Golem and isn't called Shrek. So what is wrong with you, IGN? The guy who wrote the review for this game is so pissed, like the CEO of IGN is forcing him to write a review about Shrek Super Party. Or maybe he's actually being forced, who knows?
In a word, terrible. Unfortunately, reviews are supposed to be more than a word long.
Dude, you're just pissed because this game didn't make you feel like a Spider-Man. But yeah, this game sucks. C tier.
That's pretty good.
This is an actually good game. It looks good, the gameplay is fun, the music is very nice, but some psychopath before shipping this game said, you know what? This is very fun, let's just put this fucking crow everywhere. F tier, remove the fucking crow. This is like elementary school, which is debatable if it's fun or not, but it also adds something to the Shrek lore. Shrek weakness is bees. He can survive dragons, cats, depression, and even swords, but not bees. I think any real Shrek fan should play this game. S tier. This is like a sequel to the last game, but you have to know math. And we all know this ogre doesn't know math. He didn't went to a school. He doesn't know how to count. It's probably not canon, and I'm gonna put it down here in F tier.
Hit a little boogie with it. Whoa, now hit him with the jerk.
This is a sequel to Shrek Castle at the Castle, and it's very good, even better than the last one. But why did they kept the fucking crows? I'm gonna put it in F tier, that stands for fuck the crow tier, not to be confused with the two other F tiers. Shrek 2 was ported to every hardware imaginable ever. Xbox, PlayStation, GameCube. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Nokia phones, vending machines, the Soulja Boy console, and each one of them is different. Not like graphically, but in every different aspect. You have a couple of Shrek 2 handheld games, and we don't count them as video games here. We are real gamers, so I'm putting these in fake gamers tier. You have Shrek Bowling, that you literally shoot Shrek as a bowling ball. A very good bowling game, but not as good as the GTA 4 bowling minigame. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Shrek 2 Activity Center is like a sequel to the first one, and truth be told, I didn't really finish it because this game is a 4-player co-op game, and it has a lot of mini games like singing and riding a fucking dragon, and the levels are really wide. You have Shrek Swamp that has sharks, dwarfs, and big snails. You can also throw these live chickens into hot, boiling swamp water. Then there is the Far Far Away chapter. That is just a Rockstar open world game, and you can abuse the shit out of these people. You know, I wanted to put this game on A tier, but I remembered this game has animal cruelty. So overall, S tier. Fuck this game. It's just a shield for Donkey Kong and Shrek NFTs. F tier. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This game is not good.
This is fucking bullshit.
Not because the gameplay is ass and was probably made by a caveman, but see that move? That's disgusting. I'm gonna put it in Minecraft hell tier. There are many fighting games franchises, and everybody got their own favorite. Somebody likes Mortal Kombat, somebody likes Tekken, and they all always argue which one is the better one, but something every one of these people agree on is Shrek SuperSlam is the superior video game. Not only in the fighting genre, in every other category. So many characters that I don't think some of them are actually in the Shrek universe. And also S tier. What did you think? You thought I was going to put Shrek SuperSlam on a lower tier? Fuck no. I would put it higher if I could. You know what? I can. I'm gonna do it.
What do you do?
I drive.
I would have never thought the movie Drive, starring Ryan Gosling, would have a video game. But sadly, if you want Shrek to say the phrase I drive, you have to buy the battle pass, which is kinda depressing. But overall, it's a good Ryan Gosling reference. B tier. This is like an RPG game in hell, but the devil is Donkey.
Hey, the Pinocchio. Let's get back to Pinocchio, who lives in Pinocchio. Pinocchio.
And you have to do math. F tier.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
If I ever told you there is a God of War clone, but reskinned as the worst Shrek movie, would you believe me? Well, if you don't, sorry loser, there is one. God of War camera, God of War combat, well, kinda. God of War finisher, but rated for E. In all seriousness, this is probably the best game out of all the Shrek games, but it's based on Shrek 3, so I'm gonna put this down here. As we go further into gaming, you should expect games to get better. But who am I kidding? We all got that PhD in gaming, so we all know that's not the case. But for Shrek, this is multiplied by 200. And this is my proof. how this game is even real. I want to know who came up with the idea and who pitched it. Imagine paying $20 of your hard working money to Xbox Arcade or whatever was it called to play this game. Bill Gates, you should pay me $20 to play your bullshit video games. F tier.
My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 3.
This game is about raising Shrek's baby, and I think this should be a mandatory guide for having children. This is society now that we don't use Shrek ogres and drunkies as parenting guides, and this is society if we used it. Truly a S tier game. To all my younger audience, you can skip this part because we are about to talk about something that only adults would understand.
You can never have sex.
So now, in this game, you have to learn the alphabet. I don't exactly remember what letter we use for shitty games like this, but I'm gonna put this up here till I do the research. Guys, I have new information about the Shrek lore. Not only he is vulnerable to bees, but he also has another weakness. Rats! And spiders!
And the Oscar goes to Shrek.
And we all know this is canon, so S tier.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
This is like Shrek Party, but if it was actually fun. You can climb tower as a donkey, you can milk cows as a donkey. Is it any game that lets you do that? No. So S tier, easily.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
We all know how high the standard is for this tier list. Even games that I put on F tier are literal masterpieces. Here's a spectrum. The left, you got the bad games. Bloodborne, Cuphead, Minecraft, that's just a baby game. But at the right, we have the top notches, like every Shrek game and Barnyard. But this game is kinda in the middle, and I'm being generous. But if you suffer from insomnia, you can use this game to sleep. So I'm gonna put this on a sleep ASMR tier. You can't keep making good games forever. Everything falls apart at some point. So Shrek games after these were just mobile games, and that's just depressing. Also, every word I said in this video is solid fact. You can't argue with anything I said, but something you can do and you must do is subscribing and following my Shrek Stan account on Twitter or X or whatever is it called. They should have called it Shrek.com anyway. And that's it. Goodbye.